Okay everyone, welcome. Today we are going to be taking a look at my workstation, a Raspberry Pi. So I have this workstation all set up here. Included in the price is a 1TB hard drive, so that is a thing that's optional. If you need it, then you can. I just included that in the price, and so basically that is the price of a desktop computer. And so then we have a micro SD card that the operating system is stored on. And so if you want, you can get a 1TB micro SD card, but that is just so expensive. So don't. You can boot from USB, but I haven't tried that. We are going to be taking a look at it without overclocking. But then I have a fan, and this is from an old computer actually. I took the fan out and put a USB cord on it. And I have a USB fan here, cools it off pretty good. I also have heat sinks. And I have a good workstation here. I have two monitors, and these are old monitors. I have an adapter. So they work with the Pi. I have a keyboard with USB ports on it, so I can expand my ports, although, that should be enough ports depending on what you're doing. If you have a keyboard and mouse that are like one little receiver or something, then that should be enough. The blue USB ports are faster. So use those for if you're connecting a hard drive or something like that. I will be doing a video on this, on how to set it up as a workstation like this soon, but I have some customizations in my operating system just to kind of customize the look. But that's totally up to you. You can install different desktop environments. I was experimenting with that recently, but I didn't really find a one that was, like Cinnamon. I tried Cinnamon. I like Cinnamon. But it wasn't the right resolution on my left screen for some reason. I do have one of my screens analog and one digital, so that might have something to do with it. Because I have different kinds of adapters. I didn't have, the same kind on both. But these are actually identical monitors. But this is my workstation. It does pretty good performance-wise. It also has, the free alternatives to Word and Excel, and that, stuff is on a monthly subscription now, and so that is, good. It's a big difference, really. I mean, you have to, pay for Word and Excel by the month, so you don't just have to pay for your computer, but you have to pay for that stuff generally. I think you can still get a license, for a permanent copy, but that is, pretty expensive too. So you can just, get this and have free software. I'll link this in the description too. You can get it on Windows computers. I'll also do a video at some point on how to restore an old computer, and I'll put a similar operating system on here because this is not running Windows. And so this has a quad-core processor, 1.5 gigahertz, and that, is it would run Windows fine, but it's also, not the AMD architecture. So it's like a similar processor to the ones found in phones. So it's power efficient. It is powered by USB-C. And you can actually do USB through there. I haven't tried that, but you can plug in a USB hub, of course, if you need more ports, but don't get the 8 gigabyte model. There's no point in that really, unless if you're doing something that requires it, you can get it, but it's quite a bit more money, and you don't get a lot more, because like this, I don't even like, I would be fine with the 2 GB model probably. So it depends though, because if you overclock, you might want it, if depending on what you're doing. I do not support gaming, just so you know. I'm not going to be doing any gaming videos ever. But yeah, it does pretty good as a computer. And if you need a desktop computer and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a great option. If you need something portable, you might want to be taking a look at my upcoming RazTab. More on that later in another video. But, this makes a pretty good computer. So, anyway, when I did the graphics browser test, I also, took the graphics memory up. It has a graphics processor. I'll link the specs in the description, by the way. And then, yeah, I'll be doing a video on I'll have all the parts. If you want to get this set up, I'll have that video out soon. So yeah, this is a great option to consider, and we'll see you next time.